Okay, so we need to find the slope. So we're going to take the y coordinate in the second ordered pair, 1/4. And we're going to subtract the y coordinate in the first ordered pair, which is 8, over the x coordinate in the second ordered pair, -2, minus the x coordinate in the first ordered pair, 1/2. Now, it's going to make it a lot easier on ourselves if we have common denominators whenever we add or subtract. So right now we know 8 as a fraction is 8 over 1. And if we want to make sure that it has the same denominator as 1/4, we need a 4 on bottom. Let's multiply by 4. So now we're going to have 1/4 minus, and then 8 times 4 is 32, and then 1 times 4 is 4. 32 over 4 is the same thing as 8. Over. Now the same thing on bottom. This is 2 over 1. We're going to multiply this by 2 to get common denominator, so we do the same to the top. And so now we're going to have, looks like 2 times -2 is going to be -4. Okay, so this is -4. Over, and then 2 times 1, that's on bottom here, 2 times 1 is 2. And then minus 1/2. So now we have common denominators. So let's take 1/4 minus 32/4, which is -31/4. Let's take -4 over 2 minus 1 over 2, which is -5 over 2. And so now we're going to rewrite this as a fraction being divided by another fraction. -31 over 4 divided by -5 over 2. Right? It's this fraction divided by this fraction. However, instead of dividing by the fraction, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. We're going to multiply by -2 over 5. So let's rewrite this as -31 over 4, but then we're going to multiply by -2 over 5. So now, -31 times -2 is positive 62, over 4 times 5 is 20. Then you reduce the fraction. 62 and 20 you can divide by 2, and you get 31 over 10. This is your slope. Now we're going to use the slope in one of our points to find the equation. And I'm going to use 1/2 positive 8. So, and we're going to plug everything into y equals mx plus b. So in for y, we're going to plug in 8. So we got 8 for y. M is 31 over 10. That was your slope. X is, what do we plug in for x? That'd be the 1/2. And then plus b. Okay, so now we're going to have 8 equals 31 times 1 is 31. 10 times 2 is 20. And then plus b. And now to get rid of my fraction, I'm going to multiply everything by 20. So now 8 times 20 is 160. That equals. These 20s cancel out, so you just get 31. And then plus 20b. And we'll subtract 31. 160 minus 31 is 129. That equals 20b. And the last step here is to divide by 20. And b equals 129 over 20. So your equation is y equals slope 31 over 10 x, and the y-intercept is 129 over 20. And if you had any of those as decimals, it would have been y equals 31 divided by 10 is 3.1 x. 129 divided by 20 is 6.45. Either one of these answers will work.